What's happening, everybody? Out here at Lake Altoona, gonna do a little cold water exit and re-entry for you this morning. This time of year on the water, people still like to get out kayaking. It's pretty dangerous out here right now, especially if you don't wear a life jacket. The cold water can shock you. It typically takes about 60 seconds for it to get past for you to be able to operate again once that cold water takes your breath. Other than my shoes, I'm gonna dress like I normally do when it's cold, because it's important that you know that you don't overwhelm your life jacket. Have a life jacket, make sure it's fitted properly, make sure it's tight enough that it's not gonna ride up and come off of you. Because when you go in, it's gonna take a minute, regardless of how good of a swimmer you are, it's gonna take a minute to get your bearings together. But anyhow, I'm telling you all this now because probably when I get out there and fall in, I'm not gonna be able to talk. So, all right, let's get to it. All right, guys, you're out here, nice winter day fishing, having fun. You're on the lake. You don't think about wearing your life jacket because, hey, you're on the lake. But you know, anything can happen at any time. And when it's cold, something bad can happen. And you can go in and it can leave you in shock. I'm gonna take my glasses off because I'm fixing to go in.
Don't crush glasses.
Well, this is fixing to be crazy. I'm just gonna be honest with you, I ain't looking forward to it. Man. You gotta... Hey. If I didn't have a life jacket on, I wouldn't be swimming right now. Take a minute, get your bearings. Once the shock's gone, the shock will be gone in just a minute. Hold on to your boat. Okay, now I got my bearings together. Then you're gonna flip your boat back over. And then you're gonna get back up in it. You ain't got long, because like my legs are already going numb. I'm heavier than normal because I'm in blue jeans. Oh man, I got the leg hung. All right. I'm colder than a well digger's butt. Oh man. I'm glad to be back in the kayak. But look, if I had not had on this jacket, I would have went down. I'm pretty tough. I can handle some pain. I went in. It took my breath. You heard me trying to talk. It'll take your breath. My legs are already going numb. You're gonna go down. You got to have a life jacket on when you're out here in this. Take a second. Collect your bearings. It's gonna suck real bad, but collect your bearings. Flip your kayak back over and get back in it. I didn't tell you when I flipped my kayak what I like. Don't just pull like I did, but kick like you're gonna try to jump up out of the water. Get your middle of your body in the center of the kayak, then spin over with your butt and then get your legs in. Get the heaviest part of your body, get the center of mass over the center of the kayak, and then you can maneuver without going on over that way or going on over that way. But look, so now it's cold, the water's freezing, it's cold outside, I got wet clothes, I got about 30 minutes before hypothermia sets in. And that's going to be dependent upon the water temperature and the air temperature combined. And right now, the way we are, I got about 30 minutes, so I'm going to be in serious trouble. In just a few minutes, I'll show you what I keep in my kayak in the event that that happens. But right now, I'm getting out. I'm going to get on some dry clothes.
It's time for lunch. It's time for lunch.
Now we're back. Had lunch, got our bellies full of warm food, had another pot of coffee down the hatch. It feels good to be back warm and dry. So anyhow, when it's cold outside, you can get hypothermia temperatures as low as 60 degrees without being wet. Once you put being wet into it, it'll increase the heat getting away from your body at a rate of 40% greater than normal. So it's important, especially if you're out somewhere. Today we was right at a boat ramp. I could get out, go up to the boat ramp, bathhouse, change, come back. But sometimes if you're out on the river, you don't have the opportunity for a boathouse, and you got to get warm, especially if it's real cold outside. So I want to show you guys a few things that I carry in my boat at all times. I'll go ahead and tell you I'm missing two things. I'm missing a NRS Copilot knife, which it doesn't have to be NRS Copilot, but any type of knife that you can get a quick release. That way if you get tangled in something in the river. I do carry a knife, but it would not be quick to cut myself free. Also, the other thing that you're going to notice that I'm missing is a whistle. A whistle is real important. It can travel long distance and be able to help identify you. Somebody finds you in the event that you're lost. But anyways, let's go over this. First and foremost, life jacket. Said it before a while ago when I went in, I always carry my life jacket. Recently, this past year, I got an NRS Chinook. I really like it. It's comfortable. I can wear it all day. Yes, it's a little bit hot, but that's okay. I'd rather be hot in the summer than be dead. So anyways, I don't think that needs no explanation why I carry that in my boat. That's a year-round something in my boat. I always carry rope. I try to carry at least 20 foot. You never know what's going to happen where you need some rope, and I always try to carry 20 foot, especially some of the river runs that I do. There's some portages and up and down, not really cliffs, but basically cliffs, and because of that, I always make sure I carry rope. My Leatherman is kind of like Jesus. Don't leave home without it. I carry a Leatherman rebar. I use it every single day. It's always in my pocket on my life vest. I take it out of my pants pocket and I put it in an easy to get to pocket on my jacket. I use it all the time. It's a great tool. I would recommend spending the money and getting a good multi-tool, not get a cheap one. It does make a difference, I promise you. All right, guys, the other thing I carry in my kayak is I carry a waterproof box. Look, we're in kayaks. I know that they say they have watertight compartments, waterproof compartments. We're in a kayak. It's not waterproof. It's not watertight. You put stuff in the water long enough, water's going to get in it. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. So I always carry a waterproof box in my, especially in the winter, in my kayak. And here's what I keep in it. I keep a lighter, and I keep some tinder. I carry dryer lint, because that's enough right there for me to get a fire started. Some other types of tinder that work good, corn chips, because the oil in them will burn. Cotton ball soaked in Vaseline. Those also work really good. I'm sure that there's some other ones out there that you can look up, but I always keep it, and I keep it in a waterproof. You can see there's the O-ring around it where it'll keep it sealed up where it's not going to get water in it. Real important, because if I'm out on the river somewhere and I'm not near a boat ramp, I'm just going to be honest. I don't care if I'm trespassing or not. If it means trespassing or dying, I'm going to build a fire and try to stay warm. Alright, in the front of my boat, I carry a dry bag. I carry a big one because I carry clothes in it. I carry everything: a towel, pants, socks, underwear, shirt, and make sure in extra shoes, put you some extra shoes in there and socks, as I said. Make sure you put a jacket in there. I know it sounds crazy, but you won't think about it because you're like, oh, I got a jacket on. Well, you go out there and you flip, your jacket's going to be wet. It's cold outside, you're going to need another jacket. So put your jacket in your dry pack too. There's tricks to being able to get all of your stuff in a dry pack. Look it up. The military is the best at packing stuff. I've watched videos of some military guys packing stuff. It's pretty amazing. So look up some videos on how to put a lot of stuff in small packages. You can fit everything, including your shoes, in that dry pack. But anyway, so that's what I carry with me. Like I say, I'm missing a couple of things. Missing the NRS Copilot or some sort of easy access knife with a blunt tip so I don't stab myself, and I'm missing a whistle. Those are two things that I need to get. But as far as staying warm in the winter, if I go overboard, that'll keep me covered. But anyways, listen, I hope you guys have a great day, have a wonderful adventure, and go out and catch some fish. See you next time.